everybody's doing today. Thank you for subscribing. Today I'm going to talk about why are we here. Again, you already know I'm going to be only doing 6 minutes. Why are we here? That's one of the questions, everybody wonders. Like, no one really has the answer. And that's the amazing thing about the question, because it's one question. and it can be overlooked. I mean, you could press fast forward, move along, or turn the thing off, and you can overlook this one question. But it's such an important question, is why a lot of people don't want to ask the question. Again, we're going to do 6 minutes, and the question is, why are we here? What I've noticed, I will say from my point of view, in my opinion, I've noticed that it seems that we're here, like we all have a personality. This is what I realized. No matter if you seem like you don't have a personality, you do have a personality. No matter what you say, you have a personality that's unlike any other personality on earth. Now, what does that have to do with why are we here? I study physics, and one thing about studying physics, you start to analyze things a little bit more to the basics. And it always seems to point back to the stars. And one thing I'm trying to reiterate is basically, if you realize that our personalities are so different, then you'll realize that we all go through somewhat of the same things, but we all go through our own personality. Without, it depends on how you take it. So personality is so important. Even animals have personality. I had 6 birds, and every last one of them, I named them after I got to know them. Like, one was called Black Hawk. Yeah, Black Hawk. He was like the king of the birds. I had one that was a small one, was Curious George. You guessed it. Anywhere I go, this bird used to be in the mouse trap. It'd be caught up in the fly trap. And I named it Curious George because he always was curious. I had one named Lady. She had her chest always poked out. She was a straight lady. Black Hawk used to always fight with with George to get Lady. Black Hawk eventually got away, and I had George. And one thing I noticed about George was I had clipped his wings too small, so he couldn't really fly. But it didn't matter. George still was the leader of the pack. The other 5 birds used to follow George, and George couldn't even fly. George would climb up the curtains, and the other birds would fly up there after George did it. So I really was realizing that even birds have personalities. If you was to watch the same bird come to your house every day and feed it, you'll notice it has personalities that you never noticed before. I think one thing about personalities is just breaks down that we're analyzing you a little bit more. If someone doesn't understand your personality a little bit, or you don't give them none of your personality, or they assume what your personality is, they might be trying to get to know you, but to really get to know you is to get to know a little bit about your personality. Because that defines you from anybody else. Like, my personality, I don't know, I'm J.Gaddy, doctor. And one thing, I don't know, I don't even like to say about my personality, but I think I'm just an analyzer. I'm my mother's last child. I don't even want to talk about that right now. But what I want to talk about is, why are we here? It has to do with a lot of our personality. I want, I have this guy I know who, his name is Uncle Danny. And Uncle Danny, everywhere you go, Uncle Danny, you always see him, he got a 40-ounce of beer. And anytime I see Uncle Danny, I'm like, well, Uncle Danny, where the beer at? And he always laughs. He pulls out a beer. He offers me a beer. So I drink a beer with him. And that's his personality. Like, that's connected to him. I'm starting to get a little bit to know about Uncle Danny. We smile, we talk, we kick it. And what it is, we connect our personalities to things. So, for instance, when I see Uncle Danny, I think of bear. When I think of, he don't even got to be there, and I think of a bear. If I see a bear, I see Uncle Danny. And that's a lot of things with our personality. You want to connect things to your personality. So, for instance, what I want to connect to my personality is always have faith. No matter what, at the end of the day, even when you're in that, down to the tombstone, I want you to have faith every day of your life from this day forward. Connect it to me if you have to. At the end of the day, connect it like I do Uncle Danny with the bear. Connect it. Be like Dr. J.Gaddy. Connect that You are here for a purpose. You're here to smile. You're here to shine. You're here to add your uniqueness to the world. You get that? You're special. You are here to stay positive. You're here to learn. You are here because would you not want to? I mean, if you could be anywhere else on earth, what's better than life? Tell me. What's better than life? I don't even think you gotta question that question. To be honest with you. Just look around you and go, I am breathing. What's better than breathing? If a guy came to me right now and it was 99 years old and he said, I have $1 zillion. I want to trade my life for yours. Would you do it? Answer that question. Why are we here? Thank you.